morning, my dear students of grade 8. I cannot express how much I miss you all. Hope you are doing all well, staying at home, stay safe, taking care of everything and your work even. Let's start our revision today with the grammar report. Don't forget, I have to mention back again that I have assigned some pages from the revision sheet itself to be as a homework. Homework will be done and sent through the email or via the email we have provided on our Facebook page. Email back again, it's Waha American English Homework at gmail.com. So for anything, for any questions, anything you need to inquire about, I'm ready to receive your questions and I'll be waiting for your homework through the email. Okay, so let's start with this question. Identify each bold-faced noun as object and object of the preposition op or and a positive app. Object of the preposition means what? It's the noun that comes in the preposition phrase. So preposition will be coming first. So it's a preposition phrase and the object of it or the noun will be taken OP. And AP, a positive, it's a part of a sentence that, as I told before, you'll be having comma at the beginning of this part and a comma when you end this part if it comes in the middle of the sentence, and this part to identify a noun that comes in the sentence or maybe the subject, or actually here it will be most of the time the subject of the subject. Okay. Mm. So the first sentence here, Lara enjoys cooking food from other books. So when you look at the word books, the bold one, you'll see that it is a word or it's the object of the preposition phrase. Why? Because I have from over here as a preposition, and refresh your mind the prepositions such as in, on, from, above, over, under, for, and other prepositions. Other many prepositions. If you check your book regarding this lesson, the grammar for writing will be provided in big table with too many prepositions. Okay, so this one will be taking OP as an object of the the preposition. Okay, and the second one, Dina tried porridge Russian beet soup. Okay, so when you look at this one, soup here is the word I need to inquire about. But as a reminder, APP, the opposite will be something to clear or identifies the noun we have. So I'm identifying or telling what this word or what does this word or the meaning of this word, and it's Russian beet soup. So soup here will be taking APP. Okay, or this part will be taking APP. It's something to clear the meaning or identify the noun we have in the sentence, and I made it very easy. You have the comma before the part and the comma at the end of the part. Okay, tandoori, a special cooking way is used in India, and way here will be, yes, I can hear the answer will be, it's APP. Why? Because way comes in the part that was or was having comma before and comma after, and this part was coming to identify the noun we have, which is a tandoori. Okay, the next one or the last one in this question will be for what is this? Tortillas are often made from corn flour. So when corn flour. Okay, so what is this? I have it, or I have to say it is the OP. What is OP? Because it's a preposition phrase, and this is the object of the preposition phrase. And it's same like the first one, it's from. Okay, so this is for this question. The next question over here, identify down the line where does the subject rating S um, as a subject, as PN, predicate noun, direct noun, DO, or indirect. Subject, you know that it's the noun or the noun at the beginning of the sentence. PN, it's the predicate of the nominate or denominate the noun that comes in the predicate part. Okay, and this you'd be writing PN whenever you see a linking verb. DO and IO will be coming with action verbs. The DO answers the questions what kind of verb or what is the verb about and here to whom or what action we're doing, what or who. Answer the questions of what or who. And IO will be telling to whom the action actually is done. So if I check the first sentence, Mr. Dan is a co-teacher, and teacher here will be, yes, I can hear it. It's the PN. Why it is the PN? Because it's the noun that comes in the predicate part and it comes directly after or it comes after a linking verb here. The verb here will be a linking verb. So I'll be writing PN. The next one we have here, our family brought a car. The car here is the word I'm asking for it. So the car here answers the question of what did they bring? So they brought, it's an action verb, and they brought a car. What did they bring? They brought a car. So this is direct object. Okay, and here the third one. The airline sent the tourists their tickets. Actually, I have direct object and I have indirect object in this sentence. Okay, so let's start with the verb. It's an action verb. It's in the past tense. So this is send, sent. So they send what and to whom they sent. They send what? They send tickets. To whom they send the text? They send the tourist. So to whom the action is done. And this is exactly the words we're talking about. So the action was done to the tourist. So this is what it's IO, indirect object. Okay, clear? Let's come to the end of this question. It's Switzerland is a country in Europe. So without thinking this one, I will not say that the missing thing that we haven't written, no. I'll be saying that it's the subject of the sentence. Okay, so I'll be writing just letter S. And here, coming to this question, the next one, underline the verb in each sentence, then identify whether it's a linking verb or an action verb. And mind you, linking verbs for it to be, become, anything relates to the five senses. By the way, some verbs, for example, look can be as a linking verb as an action verb. So when I say it looks nice, this is a linking verb. Okay, when I say he looked at me, looked here, or she looks at me, looks here will be an action because it's an action done using the eyes. Okay, the buses, number one, or A, the buses become quite crowded. So the verb here is become. So as they asked me, I'll be underlining the verb. Okay, so become here is, yes, become is a linking verb. Okay, and buses cause less pollution than do cars. Cause here is not a linking verb. It's an action that is done, so it's action verb. Okay, the next one, it looks great, smells great, looks great. I have an adjective, it comes after the verb, and this is called a linking verb because it relates or it speaks about one of the five senses. So, okay, or relates to the five senses. So this will be a linking verb. The last one, some buses are new. Same thing for this one. The verb is are and it's linking verb because I said verb to be will be a linking verb. We did not underline the verbs, so let's do it. Underline all the verbs that are provided or are in the sentence provided over here. So looks, and here we have are. Okay, coming to the next part, identify the verb or verb phrase in each sentence above. Okay, and here above each bold, I will not be writing above, I'll be writing just on the line, the provided line. Above each word or bold word, write DOIO, ADV for adverb, and then say whether the verb that you have underlined is a transitive or intransitive. Whenever you find direct object, indirect object, this verb will be transitive verb. Okay, transitive verb, a verb that has an object to complete the meaning of the sentence. But the intransitive verb will not have a direct object in the sentence to complete the meaning. Maybe the sentence will stop just after the verb, or the sentence will be having something calls or tells about the way, tells about where, tells about when, or anything else. So mainly we'll be saying that the sentence will be having an adverb to complete the meaning. So whenever you have an adverb to complete the meaning, it is called intransitive verb. So let's see. Tina tells me stories. Here it is simple and easy. I have a verb, an action verb over here, which is tells. I'll be underlining. And the word, the bolded one I want here is me. Okay, so I said this action verb tells me and tells stories. Actually, I have direct object and indirect object over here, but me represents the thing that tells to whom the action is done, so it will be indirect IO, and I'll make a space and I'll put a slash over here. So I said as long as you have direct or indirect, this verb will be called a transitive verb. That's why I put letter T. The second one, Gina washes her hands several times. So Tina or Gina, I'm sorry, Gina washes her hands several times. It is the verb which we have to underline. And she washes what? She washes her hands. So this will be the direct object. Okay, and with the direct object, I said direct or indirect, the verb you'll have is called a transitive verb because it has an object in the sentence. Everyone was eating. Actually, it's a verb phrase over here. So I'll be underlining the whole verb phrase. I cannot one and leave the other one. No, I'll be right underlining both. So everyone was eating very happily. Happily here is what? I'm waiting for the answer. Yes, it's ADMV. ADMV, it's an adverb. Actually, it was happy as an adjective. And whenever I add, or whenever I added ELY, this adjective became an adverb. And I said, if you see that the word, the whole word you have over here is an adverb, this will not be a transitive verb, it's intransitive verb. And same thing for the last sentence over here, it spoke, which is the verb over here I have that I have to underline. And angrily, it's angry, is an adjective plus ly, so it turns to be an adverb. So here it's an adverb, ADV adverb, and whenever you say it's an adverb, you'll be writing transitive? No, you'll be writing intransitive. Okay,